A beautiful good morning here from above northern Portugal. I actually wanted to make an intro for this flight this morning, but the problem was I couldn't find a taxi. I left the hotel at 5:30 a.m. and the town was like dead. There was no taxis at all. I was running around the whole town, couldn't find any. I called like 10 numbers. I tried Uber, there was no Uber, and then at 6:45 a.m. I finally found a taxi, and we rushed to the airport because check-in actually closed at 7 a.m. and then it was kind of a rush at the airport, so we're already airborne now. But in what exactly? I am on board a Sevenair Dornier Do228 going from the northeastern Portuguese town of Bragança all the way down to Portimão in the Algarve region. Yes, mainland Portugal has more to offer than just Porto, Lisbon and Faro. There are also a couple of backcountry airports, just like Bragança, and Sevenair operates to some of these airports on a scheduled service, and today we're gonna hop all the way across Portugal in 4 flights. We're gonna stop at Vila Real, Viseu, Cascais, and then finally make our way to Portimão. I'm actually gonna put in earplugs because it's really loud, and also our first stop in Vila Real is coming up, so I'll see you on the second flight. This is only going to be like a 10-minute flight or something. It's really like a milk-run service here, and ever since I found out about this flight I wanted to do it because it's such a unique flight. Normally you don't get to see like the backcountry of Portugal from the air, but this flight leads you through some incredible regions. Like if you look outside, there are so many like villages, forests, hills. This northern region of Portugal is very mountainous. No, really not mountainous because actually it's not very high, maybe like 500, 600 meters above sea level, but still, if you look outside, you see lots of hills, lots of mountainous terrain, and it's amazing to consider that they're having aviation here. And I think we're already preparing for the descent into Viseu, so I'm gonna talk to you on the next flight. again out of Viseu and now heading towards Cascais. Now Cascais is located next to Lisbon, so you can say it's like the second area of Lisbon or something. It does only have a 1,200 meter runway though, and that's why the cabin has also filled up a bit by now. So there are now 9 other passengers on the flight, if I counted that correctly. On the first leg from Bragança to Vila Real it was only 4 others, and then on the second it was 6 others, and now there are like 9 others, and I think most of them will leave in Cascais. And it's a beautiful day. The sun came up. It is getting warmer now, that's why I took off my jacket, but it's really beautiful outside. Blue skies, no turbulences at all, absolutely amazing. What a day to fly. I'm really glad I made this flight. It was closed this morning, couldn't find a taxi. If you plan to do this from Bragança, make sure that you pre-order a taxi to get you from the hotel to the airport in the morning, otherwise you won't be able to find a taxi. Yeah, now we're cruising towards Lisbon or Cascais. Cascais has a 1,400 meter runway. That is actually one of the longer runways on the strip. Some of the runways on this like Portuguese backcountry hopper service are considerably short, even going down to like 900 meters. Like Vila Real, for example, has a 950 meter long runway, and Portimão in the south even has only an 860 meter long runway. So that's considerably short. That's why they need this short takeoff and landing aircraft, the Dornier Do228. And speaking of this aircraft type here, they have 2 of them in their fleet as far as I know, and both of them were built in 1986, so they're like 38 years old, but I don't know, cabin looks reasonably good, I would say, and you don't really notice that it is 38 years old. The windows could be a little bit cleaner, but apart from that, it's pretty good, I would say. Yeah, so about Sevenair, the airline we're flying today, it is actually not really a scheduled passenger airline. It's more of a like charter airline, a training airline. They have one of the biggest flight schools in Europe actually, or maybe the biggest. According to Wikipedia, they have 69 aircraft in their fleet. I don't know how accurate that is, but if you go to their website and check out the fleet page, you will see that they list a lot of different aircraft types. So I would say 69 aircraft sounds reasonable, but that being said, their only scheduled passenger service is the one like going all the way through Portugal between the north and the south and vice versa. And apart from that, they do pilot training, they do charter flights for all kinds of charters, they do parachuting services, something like that. In any case, it's an amazing day to fly, absolutely incredible experience. And it takes only 2.5 hours to get from the north of Portugal down all the way to the south. Though you have to note that they don't make all the stops on each day they fly. You can check out the schedule on the website, and they don't go to all places every day. And we are actually about to reach the coast. That's nice. So I guess we're coming closer to Cascais. The ground stops are interesting actually. So they shut down the left-hand engine where like passengers exit and enter the aircraft, but they keep the right-hand engine running for, I guess, for electricity and stuff. And then the ground stops themselves are only like 2 or 3 minutes long, and then we're off again. We're definitely coming closer to Cascais, and since the ground stops are only that short, I'm gonna catch you on the next flight to Portimão. one out of Cascais, runway 17. It was a 6-minute stop. We dropped off a few passengers, I think a few others joined. I don't really notice that sitting up here in the front, because like the engine is running and it's noisy and I don't even really hear when they open the door. But yeah, there are now 5 or 6 other passengers. The Dornier Do228 has 19 seats, so yeah, as you can guess, there's a lot of space right now. Be advised though, the cabin is very tight, as you would expect from a turboprop aircraft, so you're only allowed to bring 2 kilograms of hand luggage with you, and I think 10 kilograms of checked luggage. So I tracked in my backpack, which is like 8 kilograms, and I only have like my jacket and my GoPro and stuff with me. Yeah, then we turned right after departure to avoid Lisbon airspace, I guess, and then we turned left again, and now heading directly towards Portimão, which takes us across the sea, across the ocean, and the coast is like on the left side, but yeah, that's the straight line all the way down to Portimão. Just like 25 minutes after takeoff from Cascais, and we are already in the descent towards Portimão. It was really fast, just like 2.5 hours to cross the whole of Portugal with 4 flights, and no issues on the way at all. Yeah, we should be crossing the coast soon, and I'm really excited to see the south of Portugal. Never been there before. I've been to the north twice now, but never been to the south, so I will catch you on the ground. Arrived here in Portimão. That's it from Sevenair, and that's it for today. I'm gonna catch a bus into town, and I'm gonna catch you for the next flight. I hope you enjoyed it. Until then, enjoy your travels.